interesting. All right, so we're gonna start an assessment to see where you are more dominant in your legs, to see where your strength is coming from when you hit the ball. And you've got two options here, and I like to just read it. So you have, the harder you hit the ball, the more it will throw your balance off. So your options are, don't hit the ball as hard, or get more balance and stability. So that's what we're gonna do today. So for the test though, I would like you guys to come to your mat, and we're gonna see if you're more glute dominant or more hamstring dominant. So come into a downward dog. Bend your knees, and I want you to look at the way your knees move. Now, when you jump forward, notice if your knees either collapse towards one another or if your knees go out wide, okay? So I'm gonna start now. So I'm gonna jump forward, and my knees obviously go out really wide. So go ahead and try it out and notice what your knees do.
I do that.
Do yours go out wide too, Kara?
Well, the stance isn't wide. My feet turn outward. But I was about my hips.
What about your knees though? Do they turn outward?
I was watching my feet the whole damn time.
Look at your knees.
Okay.
Linda's figuring out something over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to have just you showing, because it's distracting. You and
So
Kara.
If you just double click me, you should be able to see only me.
I don't care. Please leave me.
Did you get it, Linda? Okay. So Kara, you did not, your knees did not come apart. Your knees stayed close together, so you're more hamstring dominant. I just saw it. So Linda, if you jump forward, you'll see then for yours, when you go from downward dog to forward, look at your knees. Do they come apart wide or they stay together? I want to see yours, what they do. Go do it again. You went really fast. I wasn't ready for you. Yeah, so your knees go out wide too. Yours are, so your glute dog, I already knew though. So I'm such a smart ass. So it's, for you, it's actually really easy to golf, Linda. Whereas for Kara, it's gonna be a little bit more challenging because it's hard to access her glutes because her legs wanna take over. So Janet, we just did an assessment of jumping forward to see if you're more glute or hamstring dominant. So I can show it to you again later. So you'll see now, I want you to try to, as we go through the practice today, try to turn on the opposite of what wants to turn on. So Kara, you already know you got to turn on your glute, and then Linda, you're going to try to turn on your hammies instead. And if I know Janet's body, I'm going to say, Janet, you're probably going to be hamstring dominant. I'm pretty sure you're hamstring. Am I right with that? Yes. Damn, I know your bodies well. So you're going to focus on your glutes instead. So let's go ahead and go for it. So we're going to start seated today. You shut the door. And I'm going to look at your posture. So I want to be able to see your body sideways. So just for a second, come sideways. So I can see if you kind of lean back like this, or if you're able to hold yourself up tall. And you guys, I'm going to assume you're all pretty damn good at this. Yeah. So if you have a day that everything is tight, you would add a block because you want to be able to tilt forward. If you can't tilt forward, then you're not going to be able to get into the postures as easily and gain as much gain. So I'll keep it simple in it. So let's go ahead and start then. So comfortable seated position. Close your eyes, spine straight. Inhale, exhale through the nose. And I want you to stay just at least a minute, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And see if you catch yourself when you switch to mouth breathing. Try not to, but try to stay just breathing in and out through the nose. You'll find through the practice, as things distract you, you'll switch to your mouth. Or if you start going too far into a pose or pushing too hard, you switch to your mouth. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose is an indication that you're completely committed to what you're trying to improve upon, which is your concentration, your strength. So you do have indications, if you listen and watch for them, that you can reel yourself back into the practice. So that's yet another reason why you want to inhale and exhale through the nose so that you can get the feedback from the body when we're going too hard or not enough. Okay, so then let's go ahead and coming into tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And let's just warm up the upper back. So shoulders press back, inhale, tailbone goes up, chest goes up. And then exhale, and just round, but feel center, controlling your center of your body. And just a few of these. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. And just feel what's going on in the center of the body, the control of the core, not just the ability to flex the stomach, but to connect to the stomach, which is going to be very important in your balance postures. Good. And then go ahead and come back to a neutral tabletop. Lift the right leg up and try to stabilize your body, stabilize your center. Hold here, lift the left fingertips to the right shoulder and try to keep your balance completely stable. Good. Release the left hand, bring the right foot off of the mat to the left, lengthen the spine forward, look over the left shoulder and take a big breath through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose, really flexing the toe of the right leg to get a stretch all the way into the hip. Good. Come back, right leg floating out from the hip. Bring the left hand to the right shoulder again for stability, rotator cuff strength. Turn the tummy on. And then left hand down. Bring the right foot flat outside the right hand. Walk the left knee back. Lengthen the spine forward. Connect through the navel. Hug the ribs together. And then rotate and coil. Top of your swing, fully coiling so you get the most distance. Good. And then release the right palm down. Send the right leg back and down, knee to the floor. Other side. Lift the left leg up. Flex the toe, connect to your core. Bring the right hand to the left shoulder. Hold. Find your gravity. Right hand down. Left toes over to the right. Flex the toes deeply towards the hip. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the nose. Again. Good. Bring the left leg back up to a hover. Touch the right hand to the left shoulder again for the stability in the rotator cuff. Right hand flat. Left foot flat outside the left hand. Lengthen the spine as you walk the right knee back. Knit the ribs together. And then lift the left arm up. And think about turning your chest to really finish the swing. Turn your chest. Push through the right arm that you just connected through the rotator cuff. And finish your swing off. Good. Bring the left hand down. Send the left knee back to meet the right knee. And stretch the hips back to child's pose. Soften through the elbows. Close your eyes. Inhale and exhale once again through the nose. Connect to your lower back here. Connect to this center point that all of your fascia or all of your webbing that knits your body together meets, all at your lower back. If you can bring release to your lower back, you can bring release to your entire body. So breathe deeply into your lower back. In and out through the nose. Good. And then please lift all the way back up to tabletop. Exhale all the way up, hips, downward dog. And then look at your toes, okay? Check if your toes like to turn outward like we did in that jump. That shows you're more of that glute dominant person. Or if the toes can easily point forward. I'd like you to try to get them to easily point forward. Okay, and then pull the ribs in again. Bring your gaze to your belly button. And lift the right leg up to the sky. Bring the right foot flat in between your hands and paws. Lengthen your spine, knit the belly in, and then step the left foot forward to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, step it back again, downward dog. Take an inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Left leg goes up, inhale. Left foot flat between your hands, exhale. Get the spine straight, and then step the right foot forward to meet the left. Lengthen, fold, switching it, chair pose, lift the arms. Okay, and then I want you to kind of look between your feet, make sure that the toes are hugging inward slightly, and then dominate on the right side and lift the left heel up. Dominate either your right glute or your leg, depending upon your body type. Hold the navel in, palms bring together or brought together, and then step back for a lunge with the left toe. And then step forward, but keep the heel up. We're gonna do that 6 times. So step back, and you're gonna hear your body talk to you. That part of the body that likes to take over, and see if you can switch it. So either the glute or the hammy. So for Janet, it'll be the hammy. Linda will be the hammy. Kara will be the glute. Okay, then hold forward, chair pose. Bring the left heel down. Release the hands. Lengthen the spine. Step back, downward dog. And we're going to build a flow all upon the balance and our symmetry of the body to gain access to muscles that don't normally like to be turned on. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. So now look between your hands. Step it forward with the left foot. Step it forward with the right foot. Lengthen the spine, and then fold. Inhale, chair pose, palms over the head, maybe together. Tuck the pelvic. Bring dominance into the left side of the body and lift the right heel up. Step it back on your exhale to a lunge. Inhale, step forward, and keep moving. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And try to seek that part that doesn't easily want to cooperate. 2 more. Good. And then we're going to come all the way back to that chair pose and forward fold. Halfway lift again. Palms flat, downward dog. Good. Okay, and then I'd like you to try to shift forward to a plank or tabletop. It's up to you. Connect to your center. And then connect to your feet. Connect to your heels. Reach with your heels back. Dominate through the top of your body, although it's on the bottom part right now. Turn everything on. Feel your proprioception in space. Right hand to the left shoulder and release. Left hand to the right shoulder and release. One more time, right to left, stabilize. Find your proprioception. And then back you go, downward dog. Adding on. Right leg to the sky. Right foot flat between your hands. Lengthen. Left heel reaches back so you have a deep flexion with the foot. Don't forget about your body and space. So that's usually the first to go. When you don't connect with your body, you forget where your outward limitations are. And it's even very common among teenagers. Step the left foot forward. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, hinge. Chair pose again. Inhale. Dominate through the right leg, lift the left heel. Step it back for that lunge. Get low. We're going to do 3 of these. Forward, inhale. Step back, exhale. Forward, inhale. Step back, exhale. Forward, inhale. Come all the way up to standing. Exhale, left knee up. Hands come down. Stabilize through the right leg. And then we're going to curtsy lunge over to the right and stay there. Left foot over to the right. Bend your knees. And then I want you to look at the right knee. Is the right knee collapsing down? Or can you get it in line to get the inner thigh active? And then we're going to move like this. Left knee up, stabilize. Yeah, I know, this is the tricky one. And then curtsy with the inner thigh turned on. Left knee up, and then curtsy. And then if you feel okay, you can lift the arms. 2 more, keep that right inner thigh working. Good. Hold left knee up in front of the chest. Left foot into the right thigh, full tree pose, connected to your center. All the way back for a lunge, left foot. Left hand down to the ground. Right arm turns open. And come to the top of the swing. Really coil the spine. Continue to engage the right inner thigh for stability. Good. Bring the right hand down. Step it back to a plank pose or tabletop, your choice. Good. Connect with your feet. Connect with your hands, and you'll connect with your middle. Right hand, left shoulder. Left hand, right shoulder. We just do 2 on each one. Really finding that strength and stability in our shoulders. And downward dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Start to flex the toes more, maybe even lifting the 10 toes up. Good, and then step it forward with the left foot between your hands. Step it forward with the right foot between your hands. Lengthen your spine. Exhale and hinge. All the way up, chair pose. Hips go low. Palms connect at the top. Fingertips reaching upward. Dominating to the left leg. Lift the right heel. Step back for that lunge. We do 3 of these. Step forward, right heel stays lifted the whole time. Step back. Start to build that stability in the left leg so that you can hit the ball without losing your balance and control. Stay in forward position. Lift the right knee up. Curtsy lunge. You can bring your hands to your hips or stay up, curtsy to the left. Look at your left knee. Don't let it collapse. Inner thigh active. Yes. Right knee up. Keep going. We're doing 6. Curtsy with the left inner thigh active. Up. This is 3. Exhale goes down. 4. Inhale brings you up. 5. And 6. Right knee up in front of the chest. Right foot into the left thigh, tree. Inhale, exhale. Right foot way back into that lunge. Find your stability, inner thigh strong. Good. Activate that right heel. Don't forget about the back of your body. And then right palm to the ground. Turn. Turn your chest to finish the swing. Complete the rotation, the coil. Squeeze the left inner thigh in. Good. One more inhale through the nose. And then exhale, left palm comes down. Step back, plank or tabletop. Connect with your feet, connect with your hands. Breathe. Right hand, left shoulder. Build support. Fix any injury that you could be building because of lack of strength in the rotator cuff. And then downward dog we go. 5 to 6 breaths in downward dog. Just to reconnect with your pace. To reconnect with that spark within your body. To deliver that cadence, that rhythm. Relax your neck. Good. Moving on. Lift the right leg up to the sky. And step the right foot flat outside the right hand, please. Step the left foot outside the left hand. Palm of the left hand goes flat between the feet. And then rotate the spine towards the right. Turn. Good. See how you feel here, and if you can go deeper, take the left hand to the right foot and coil more open to the top of your swing. Press the hips forward, although the left palm is flat. You got it. Good. Bring the left hand up outside the left ear, both arms over your head, and then palms flat between the feet, legs go straight, fold. Other side. Bend in the knees, lower the hips even with them, right palm stays between the feet, left arm turns open. Keep your hips coming forward, integrate your legs, stay here, or right hand beside the left foot, or even bound to the left toe, and finish your swing off. Keep your legs active, don't let the knees collapse. Pinky side of your feet, very controlled. Good, one more breath. And then right hand up, left hand up, face forward. And then again, hinge, fold at the hips, straighten the legs. Step back, plank pose. Lower to the floor, bend the elbows, come flat. Bend the right knee, please. And let's just stretch it out a little bit. Lift the right knee up. Activate the right toes towards the shin. Flex them. Reach back with the right hand, grab the ankle. Active the body. Don't just let your leg kind of hang there. Be strong. And then maybe left arm goes across and just stretch out the quad. Push the leg into the hand. Lift the chest higher. So you'll feel right away, if you are a leg dominant person, this is a pretty big stretch for you. Good. And then release. Same thing on the other side. Left knee comes up. Reach back. Push the leg into the hand. Right arm goes across. Flex the toes towards the shin. So the toes, right? When you want to come deeper into a pose to protect something, you flex the toe to the shin. When you want a deeper stretch, you point the toe. Here we want to flex it. Good. Release the left leg down. Hands under the shoulders. Press tabletop. Again, release lower back, downward dog, please. Take 5 rounds of breath in your downward dog. Okay, we're going to go back and forth between rotation and balance. Rotation and balance. So that the choice is always up to you what you want to make. More balance, not hit as hard, depending upon what you're trying to achieve. Good, here we go. Right leg to the sky. Right foot flat between your hands. Hips go low, chest comes long. Left foot forward, lengthen the spine. Stomach to the top of the legs. Crown of the head towards the floor. Check out your knees. Are they opening? Can you keep them reaching forward? Then chair pose, inhale, arms go up. Dominate the right leg and right glute. Lift the left heel. Step the left toes back. Get low into your hips. Step the left foot over to the right for a curtsy. Right knee squeezes to center, belly strong. Left leg back into that lunge, left heel active. Balance. Left knee up in front of the chest. Arms open like a T. Get your balance. Left ankle on top of the right quad. Lower down again into your chair pose. Flex the toes towards the shin, the left toes. Holding. Left knee back up in front of the chest, hands over your head, palms together. And then tree, left foot, right thigh. Don't lock the right knee. Squeeze the inner thigh of the right leg, almost feel like you're zipping it up into your hip. And then we do that again. Left foot way back, lunge. Left foot over to the right, right knee active, inner thigh, stability. Left leg back into the lunge. Left knee in front of the chest. Left ankle, right quad, sink. Tree pose, left foot, right thigh. Good. Left leg, way back lunge. Hands to the floor, palms flat. Step back, plank pose. Get broad through your shoulders, get strong through your stomach. Right hand, left shoulder. Left hand, right shoulder. Right hand, left. Left to the right. Back we go, downward dog. Lift through the 10 toes. Hug the arms down. Connect to the hands and the feet, pushing down to the ground to lift higher. To gain more strength, press the legs to the back of your room. Left leg goes up to the sky, inhale. Left foot flat between your hands as you exhale, get low. Good, here we go. Step V, right foot forward. Lengthen the spine. Chest down towards the legs. Chair pose, inhale. Palms together. Dominant through the left leg now, right heel comes up. Good. Step back with the right ball of your foot for a lunge, active through the right heel. Right foot over to the left for the curtsy, left knee strong. Good, belly tight. Right leg back for that lunge, that crescent. Good. Right knee up in front of the stomach. Right ankle, left quad. Arms can go open like a T if you'd like. Right knee back up in front of the stomach. Left inner thigh active. Right foot, left thigh tree. Soften the shoulders. Right foot all the way back again for the crescent. And then hands come down, frame the left foot. Step it back, plank pose. Broad through the shoulders, heels reach back. Gaze goes down. Right hand, left shoulder. Left hand, right shoulder. And you're gonna feel which shoulder is dominant, right? So we're trying to equalize everything. Lower down, flat to the floor, nice and slow. Good. Okay, so now for the upper cross syndrome that some people have, let's see how that plays out. So elbows reach to the ceiling here. Drag the yoga mat back so that you feel like your chest wants to reach forward. And then lift, lift, lift. And see how hard it is to lift and then maybe look up to the ceiling. I kind of want to check you guys out. So if it's difficult for you to look up to the ceiling, there's that upper cross syndrome. It's not a defect, it's just something you have to be aware of to strengthen it. Down you go, downward dog. Let it go. Good. And that's not uncommon, okay? That's totally not uncommon. It's just practice and awareness of how you hold your weight, how you distribute your weight. Okay, so let's go back to the rotation now. Lift the right leg up to the sky. Bring the right foot flat outside the right hand. Good. Step the left foot flat outside the left hand. Okay, and then I want you to reach the pelvic forward. So this is a posterior pelvic tilt. And I don't know if Linda and Janet watched that video Les made yesterday or not. Did you guys see it? He got his pelvic tilt, I think, backwards, but that's okay. It's opposite of what he said. Hands behind your head. And then lift up halfway. Press through the feet to feel more strength in your inner thighs. Your inner thighs should have turned on. And then sink low again. And then again, push up halfway, inner thighs. Then I'd like you to take your left hand to your right foot and then come right back up. Right hand to your left foot, come back up, and now we're gonna add on. Inner thighs active, knees press away. Left hand, right foot. And then right hand between the feet, left arm turns open. Both hands behind the head. Right hand, left foot. Turn, top of the swing, left hand between the feet, right hand opens. Don't worry, we're gonna practice this. Right hand down, straighten the legs, let the break happen. Lower down again. Hands behind your head, lift up halfway, get your inner thighs, get your stability going. Here we go. Left hand, right foot, coil. So now think of finishing your swing off. Right hand between your hands, left arm up. But stabilize through the legs. Again, left hand, right foot, right hand up. And then turn, left arm up. Left hand flat. Straighten the legs. Down again, other side, hands behind your head. Squeeze forward. Right hand, left foot. Turn, left palm down, right arm up. Good. Hands behind your head. Right hand, left foot. Left hand down, right hand up. Right hand flat, straighten your legs. Step back, downward dog. Good, lift the right leg up, let's stretch it out. Bend the right knee, bring the left heel as flat as you can. Flex the right toes towards the shin. Open up the hip, squeeze the navel in. Press down equally through the right hand and the left hand. In and out through the nose, we breathe. So there are some crazy variations you can take here to test your stability in your arms. One of them being left hand to the right shoulder. Good. Right leg up to the sky. And right foot flat beside the left. Soften the shoulders, soften the breath. Lift the tailbone high. Left leg goes up. Get the right heel flat, bend the knee. Flex the toe towards the shin. Open up the hips. Distribute the weight evenly through both arms. Core stable. In and out through the nose, and then you can test your balance, right? Your stability. Right hand to the left shoulder. Left leg back up to the sky. Left leg beside the right leg, downward dog. Shift forward again for that plank pose, and slowly lower to the ground, flat. Good. Let's test that neck strength. Shoulders back and down. Pull the yoga mat back and lift. Bring your gaze up. If it hurts, don't do it. Just find where you are today in space. In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, come down flat, down through the nose. Open up the arms wide like a T. Turn and look at the right hand. I think my right hand has disappeared out of the picture, but you get the point. So bring your left arm now to a 90-degree bend so that the left elbow is bent just like that, the robot goalpost arm. And then I'd like you to go ahead and roll over to the left hip. The right leg is naturally going to probably want to lift up. Let it. Bring the right foot flat, if it's possible, in your range of motion, behind the left leg. And then try to breathe in and out through the nose. And then the right hand can kind of walk in under the right shoulder and you can push deeper. Just keep your belly tucked in to protect the back from this really deep stretch. Good. Release now, flat down to the ground. Switching sides, arms open. Turn your cheek to turn to the other direction. Just take a few breaths like that. There's something very therapeutic by turning your neck to one direction fully and just breathing, because behind the neck is yet another place where all of the fibers of the body meet and cross over. All of these lines of the fascia that hold the muscles in place, they all intertwine behind the neck and the lower back, except for the arm ones. I omit the arms. So let that pressure release build space in the neck. And then when you're ready, you're gonna right arm, 90-degree bend, roll to the right hip. Bend the left knee and stack. You can adjust that arm as needed. I don't want you to go through pain. In and out through the nose, you breathe. And again, this is your upper cross syndrome people with the forward head position where you're gonna feel a really big stretch in your, it's called levator scapula, right behind the neck, on the sides of the back. You may even feel it in the sides on your lats a little bit more. Good. And then gently roll all the way back down. Coming down flat to your stomach, hands under your shoulders. We're gonna lift up one more time for that Cobra Pose or up dog variation this time. So hands under the shoulders, maybe a little bit lower. Pull the mat back, roll the chest up. Squeeze the scapula together. Press the tops of the feet down. Gaze goes up. I want 3 in and out through the nose. Build strength. And then downward dog, tuck your toes and roll. Hips go up first, legs straighten, then head releases down. Connect with your feet, connect with your hands, and then find your center in your breath. Close your eyes if you need to. And then we go back for one more round of balance to build that stability. Look between your hands, soften at the knees, step the right foot flat between your hands. Good, lengthen the spine. Step it forward, chair pose, left foot beside the right foot. We're gonna come immediately up this time. Palms together, sink into your hips. Bring the weight into the right leg, lift the left heel, belly strong. Tap back left foot for the lunge. Tap out to the right for the curtsy. Right knee is becoming a little bit more active. You don't have to focus on it so much. The memory is there. Back into that lunge. Left knee in front of the chest. Hands can go wherever you need them to go. Inner thigh active, toes active. Left ankle, right quad, we sink. Now we add a little bit more. I'd like you to flex the left toes towards the shin. Bring the hands to the center of your chest. Twist to the right. And keep your knee, right knee pointed forward. Find that stability. Then see if you maybe bring your left hand outside the right left foot. And then right arm up and turn. Breathe. This is a hard one. And if you're feeling like, okay, this isn't bad, there is another option. Left elbow into the arch of the foot and rotate. And you'll really feel that stability in your right side of your body. Okay, let's come up before we all pass out. Left knee in front of the chest. Left foot, right thigh tree. One more. Left ankle around the front of the right ankle. Toes down for a moment, take a break. Left toes wrap around the right calf, eagle legs. And sink. Hold. In and out through the nose. Good. Step back, left foot into the lunge. Hands come down flat. Plank, right leg back. Stabilize the core. It's all about our core. Here we go. Right hand, left shoulder. Left hand, right shoulder. Keep going. And downward dog. Good job, you guys. Relax your head. Find that beautiful straight line with your spine. Lift those 10 toes if it's possible. Lift the tailbone higher. Turn on the muscles in the front of the leg. Knit the ribs together. Good. Left leg up to the sky. Left foot flat between your hands. Right up into chair pose. Right foot forward. Arms come up, palms together. Sink. Dominate into the left leg. Lift the right heel up. Right ball of your foot goes back. Good. Right foot goes to the left. Curtsy. Watch that left knee. Right foot all the way back for the lunge. Find your focus, soften your shoulders a little. Good. Right knee in front of the chest. Right ankle, left quad, sink. This is actually called king chair pose. Right hand outside right foot or on the arch. Rotate, keep the left knee pointed forward. Open up. Option, right elbow to the arch of the bottom of the foot. Come back to center. Right foot, right knee in front of the belly. Tree pose. Taking a break across the right ankle over the front of the left, toes down. Soften through the shoulders, knit the ribs in. Right toes wrap around the left calf, eagle. Sink the hips lower. In and out through the nose. Right leg way back for the lunge. Hands flat. Left leg back, plank. Right hand, left shoulder, stabilize. Left to right. And downward dog. And as you're in downward dog, I want you to assess what you just did. Assess the strength in the right leg versus the left. And think about that, tie that into your golf game. The right glute is the top if you're a right-handed golfer. The left glute is the top if you're a left-handed golfer. So are you dominant in the top of the swing or in the finish? Or maybe there's some work, so there is a possibility for improvement in strength to kind of lubricate the machine, to get it to function better, to commit to that consistency in your swing. Bring your knees down and take a child's pose. Release your lower back. Allow the top of your head, or your forehead, I should say, to fall naturally down towards the earth, wherever it finds itself without forcing. Relax your traps, which are the back of the shoulders. Soften. Allow your elbows to come to the floor. Let go of control. Come back into that steadiness of your breath and turn the tension off. Turn the tension off. Learn to relax the body in between motion so that you don't become too rigid or stiff. I think we realize as the body warms up, it moves easier, with less injury, with less pain. Let go of any accumulation of tension, and then please lift up tabletop. Okay, we're now going to begin to kind of phase things down, slow them down. We're going to bring the right hand all the way up, but don't let the hips sway, right? Keep the knees and hips faced forward, and then thread through. Right arm down, right temple to the ground, left arm can come forward. But then hold a little bit of tensegrity in the body, which is a little bit of stabilization of muscle strength by pulling the right shoulder towards the right knee without actually moving it. Just create a little bit of tensegrity so that you can rotate more and open up the left scapula, the left lat. Use the breath to come in deeper. Good. And then please release, and let's switch sides. Hands come under the shoulders, knees and hips in alignment, belly in tight, spine wide. Left arm rotates open, and then thread through, left temple to the ground. Right arm comes forward or to the lower back, depends on your right shoulder mobility. And then create that tensegrity by pulling the knee towards the left shoulder and vice versa. You get much more out of a body opening than just stretching alone. Stretching alone, we have learned, it can be actually harmful if there isn't a little bit of tensegrity in the body to protect from overstretching. So that's why yoga is much different than just simply a stretch class. There's a lot of things happening and attention moving to parts of the body so that we actually come out of it feeling stronger. Because everyone who thinks that they just need to stretch more usually also means they need to strengthen that part of the body. The weakness and the tightness generally go hand in hand, not all the time, but most of the time. Good. And then please come back tabletop and shift onto your glutes. Take a seat. Okay, let's stretch out those inner thighs. So bring the bottom of the feet together and kind of walk the glute up towards the heels of the feet. Take the hands to the bottom of the feet, peel them open like you're making that dish, and sit up tall. Try to get your back nice and straight, yeah. Squeeze the lower muscles of the body up almost into the stomach. See if you can find that. Find that tensegrity even here as the inner thighs and the groin stretch out. Don't force the knees down, just gently let gravity pull them down. Good. Okay, then we're going to bring the hands down in front of the feet. Shift the left leg all the way to the back into 90-90. So I'm going to face you out so you can see me. So not full pigeon quite yet. The right shin is 90, the left shin is 90. And then walk the elbows in front of the shin and just come down, just gentle stretch of the left hip. So not quite pigeon yet. Good. Okay, and then with this 90-90, you should be able to keep the right shin horizontal, am I saying this right? Yes, to the front of the mat. And then press the left knee, the back knee, into the floor. Press the left knee into the floor and see if you can lift the left foot off, but flex the left toes towards the shin. Yeah, so there's your internal rotation, while you have a nice external rotation through the right hip. So think about the top of the swing here, hold it, and then release the left leg. Then if you'd like to continue on into pigeon, left leg goes straight back, right hip comes to the floor, elbows relaxed, head to the top of the wrists. So it's wild while you see people practicing yoga or really just anything, golfing, exercises, anything, they forget about their feet and how important the feet are in telling you what is happening for the story of your body. If your feet aren't engaged, and hell, some people can't even feel their feet anymore because of neuropathy and whatnot. You tell them to flex their feet and they have no clue. They're like, I am flexing. And it's like, no, you're not. So that ability to make that connection with the distal part of the body is huge. You have to connect in your middle in order to connect to the other parts of the body. So your ability to do that is excellent. And I know that seems like a silly thing, but it's really not. Okay, coming back up to tabletop, please. Shifting to the other side. We're going to bring the left shin forward, horizontal to the front of the mat. And then bring the right knee towards the right. And then again, elbows front of the left shin. Palms flat, if that's possible. If you find that your back is rounding, right? Really engage the middle of the belly and straighten it. Press the right knee down into the floor. Activate the right toes by flexing them to the shin. And lift the right foot up. Find an internal rotation of the right hip. External on the left. Hold it there. And you'll see which one has a lot more ability to do that. And then once you're satisfied, the right leg and the right foot go down. Extend back, pigeon pose, other side. Head can come to the top of the right wrist, left shin, horizontally as you can. If you can, come into pigeon on the side. Otherwise, just stick with 90-90 and find a few breaths. Soften in the traps. And then press into the palms of the hand, and then swing that right leg all the way forward again. Come into the cobbler pose again. Walk the glutes towards the heels. Peel the feet open. Sit up tall. And then see if you can bring your elbows now to your inner thighs and reach forward. So there's this crazy thing that super uber flexible people can do, which is put their head into their feet. I can't do that. That's not really, I don't think, in my body, but that is a possibility. And then knees together and lower down to your back. Hands down by the hips, palms flat to the ground. And then I'd like you to walk your heels really close to your glutes and see if you can reach your ankles with your hands. See if you can reach your ankles with your hands and hold on to them. Roll your shoulders under and lift up the chest, lift up the hips. And then press into the feet and notice how that lifts you higher yet again here in this back bend. Keep pressing into the feet, into the ground to find more strength and expansion. Sternum is to the chin, and you breathe in and out through the nose for 3 more breaths. Knees are pointed straight up. And then slowly release. Bring the knees into the chest, extend the legs to the sky, roll the ankles out both directions, release all the tension. Release the feet down to the ground. Let the knees go to the right and to the left for a few releases of the spine one more time. And then extend the legs out straight to the front of the mat. Let the toes naturally fall open. Let the hands be free, several inches away from your hips, and please turn the palms all the way up to the ceiling. Allow this openness of the front of the chest to feel the freedom so that your lungs have the room to breathe, so that the diaphragm has space to go up and down with each breath. Nothing happens in isolation in the body. When you feel something in one part of the body, it's generally also affecting another part of the body, even without any sensation there. So now let's imagine now with each breath, knowing that nothing happens in isolation in the body, that each time you exhale, the entire body softens. releases and melts. Guide yourself into more relaxation. Into reception of accepting how far you've come in your practice. Any aha moments in the body. Bring the breath now into the center of the abdomen. Bring the breath now to the center of the head, the third eye. Soften at the eyes. Feel balanced from the center of the head to the center of the abdomen. Make that mind-body connection. Again, reminding yourself, nothing happens in isolation. When you are connected physically, you're more connected mentally and vice versa. Feel this steadiness, this visualization, this balance each time you come into that address position. And then take your shot. When you're ready, bend your knees. Feeling connected to your middle. Roll to the right. Through stability comes strength. Come all the way up to seated. Rest your hands on your knees. Feel your posture nice and straight. Feel your shoulders soft and relaxed. Namaste, ladies. Hope you did well and feel well. Let me pause this.